cousin. We have to talk about Roland Martin, girl. Cousin, we have to talk about Roland Martin, girl. I came home, took all my clothes off because it's hot in Jersey. Girl, I lay down because I try to, lay down a little bit and rest before I either take the kids to tennis or dinner. And I was like, girl, you got to put some clothes on because you got to talk about Roland Martin being exposed by Tasha K. Tasha K said he was spread out on the bed like this. I have shorts on. And my cousin, Shakola Thompson. Call your cousin Janice in Jersey, girl. Call your cousin Janice Hilton Thompson in Jersey. You're Thompson, I'm Thompson, we're cousin. Hit me up. Hit me up so I can interview you. While my cousin had about 3 fingers in his peach. Tasha K initially said there is a picture of him being, in Jamaica, we had goats and cows, and we would have to drive a peg in the hole to tie the goat on. He was, being pegged to tie the goat on. YouTube is very serious. So I got up and I got dressed and I ran down here. You see how sleepy I am? I'm sleepy. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk to one of her cousins that I listen to all the time and see what he got to say, honey. I did listen to the Tasha K video. I'll do more tomorrow morning. It's just that now I'm sleepy and I want to give you all a little taste just in case y'all wonder when is Sister Jan's going to talk about this, okay?
I got some really bad news for Roland Martin and fans of Roland Martin. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, man, but this is about to get really bad. Roland Martin has a wife called
Beautiful
Jackie.
one.
They've been married for multiple decades at this point. But despite being happily married for multiple decades, Roland Martin has been stepping out of his marriage and dealing with a woman called Shakola. Shakola Thompson is this big old booty country freak. Her and Roland Martin have been dealing with each other for quite a while.
Yeah, that's my cousin. Don't call her country. She's a freak. That's my cousin. Shakola, hit me up, girl.
Oh no. And by the way, like these two even being acquainted is kind of odd because Shakola is still on the block. Like Shakola doing live streams from the hood, bro. Like on the block. Roland Martin is hosting political show and running political theater. So these two even being acquainted is a throw off. But Shakola does what she does and Roland Martin apparently likes it. So how do we get from Roland Martin and Shakola having their thing going on to now the world knowing about it?
Jesus.
Let me explain.
Yes.
A couple of days ago, Whack 100 got a text from somebody claiming to be Shakola's representative. Now, Shakola is not a public figure. Shakola is not somebody who has a podcast. She don't have a YouTube channel. She don't have an IG presence. So I guess I'm unsure why she needs a representative or what the representative is for. Now, my suspicion is this representative was actually Shakola herself. But because I don't know that, I'll just go with what their story is, which is representative. Okay, so the representative hits up Whack 100, asking Whack 100 to expose Roland Martin's relations with Shakola Thompson. The supposed representative wrote, Roland Martin is getting fingered by Shakola L. Thompson and he is given soft low D energy. Why would an accomplished journalist cheat on his wife in this manner, letting someone take pictures and videos of him in acts and wearing his hideous man bikini? I assume since he is given low D energy, his wife is somewhere getting some big D energy. I'm just saying. I was very skeptical at first. First off, Roland Martin cheating on his wife. It don't really seem like Roland Martin's character. Like Roland Martin seemed like this like Baptist preacher. He don't really come across as that type of guy. So I was a little skeptical. In the message itself, the person sounded a little bitter, sounded like they had a vendetta, So I didn't really know what to make of it. I didn't really take it seriously. And then they sent over proof. And this is where things got real.
Jesus.
When they sent over proof of everything they are accusing Roland Martin of doing. So in the first video I received, Roland Martin is laid flat on his back on top of pillows. His head is hitting the backboard. His arms is like spread out. He has his left leg sitting up. He has his other leg laid towards the side. As the woman Shakola is in between his, like she's laying sideways in between his legs. She has two fingers going in his butthole as the other finger is stroking his genitalia. And the good brother Roland Martin, he's taking it like a G. He's taking it like a G. Now, I'll be real with y'all, okay? When I heard Roland Martin was involved in a scandal, there was tapes out here, I thought it was with a man, to be honest. If I was a betting man, I would have put it on a man, but it was a woman. How do I know this was a real woman? Well, you can see her lady parts in the video. Now, I know it's 2026, like there's all type of surgeries where people can get creative. Right? You could build that lady part nowadays, but from all I can tell, this is a real woman. Now, Roland Martin letting this woman stick fingers up there where the sun don't shine it threw me off a little bit, bro. Because Roland Martin is an old school dude. Like Roland Martin is in his 50s, I believe, maybe 60s. That's not the type of activity I expect Roland Martin to engage in. I expected Roland Martin to be engaged in some really vanilla stuff. That right there is some, like, bruh, I don't know too many 50-year-olds who even know about that. How did, sir, how did you discover that part of your repertoire, man? This next recording ain't cool, man. What they did to the good brother ain't cool, man. Because after the fact, right, the good brother is laying down, all right, chest out, hair out, all right, and they zoomed all the way in this video where you see Roland Martin's piece, right, what he's working with, okay, his love muscle. And I think Roland Martin has a condition, and I'm not being funny here. This is microscopic. This is as microscopic of a love meat I've ever seen in my life, right? This is, I didn't know that God made it this small. That's how small it was.
Jesus.
Now, it could very well be he had already finished. So, he's on soft. Maybe that's it, right? I'll say, okay, maybe he's on soft. But this doesn't look normal. This reminds me of the Boss Mandilo leak, pause. Right? When I literally seen that Boss Mandilo leak, I got some
Just in case y'all don't know who Roland Martin is. I'm sure y'all know who he is, but just in case you don't. This is why you stay inside your marriage. There you go. Roly-poly. Roly-poly. Okay, that's roly-poly. Getting Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
What comes in the put a light in me. What comes in the dark, or what's done in the dark, comes in the light. Well, hell, what comes in the light comes in the dark too. Roland Martin, it's funny about your situation right now. You're in a bad one. You caught a bad one. You're in a jam right now. So apparently, talking bad about foundational Black Americans is not good enough. Then all of a sudden now, you want to talk like the Russian bots. A few years ago, you, Joy Reid, and countless others who have been disrespecting the grassroots, the foundational Black Americans, and anybody who has been on some Black empowerment. You've taken the time to utilize the Roland Martin show to constantly lambaste and beat upon and browbeat foundational Black Americans because of how we are taking a stance about not voting for the Democrat Party, not voting for the Republicans, and not standing up for migrants due to TPS protection statuses coming to an end. You have been the first person and the loudest person to have something really negative to say about foundational Black Americans. And now you are in a situation where for the second time you got caught slipping. First, you're watching pornography on a live broadcast of your show. Then, allegedly, there is a sex tape of you and an Instagram model. I mean, Roland, brother, you got a wife, a whole wife. A whole wife you've been married to for years. And now you stepping out on your wife. Now listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not throwing stones behind a glass house. I know what it's like to be married, and I know what it's like to be divorced. You understand what I'm saying? And I stand 10 toes down on my business. I wasn't the best husband, and I wasn't ready to be a husband. And I tell you, man, I learned a lot from my situation. But you, come on, man. You got a whole wife that's been riding with you for years.
21 years.
For years. I don't know what's going on in your house for you to feel the need to go and clout chase and go after an IG model. An IG model, dog. Come on, man. I would think that a brother of your stature should be loving on your wife wholeheartedly, dog. And if you into kinky stuff, freaky stuff, you do those things with your wife. You want to spice up your marriage, you do them things with your wife, dog. You know, you want to role play, you do them things with your wife, man. Ain't no need for you to step outside, but you know, I digress. You about to start explaining to the whole world as to what you've done. So shout out to Tasha K. Shout out to Tim Black. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, because you know he's going to cover this. Shout out to Streetwise TV, because he done covered it. And most certainly, if he do decide to talk about this, or they decide to talk about it, shout out to Terrain and Professor Truth, you know, and Jason Black. Shout out to all them cats that's going to talk about it. Pink Book, Savvy Savs, and all of the Black foundational American YouTubers and TikTokers. Shout out to y'all, because we know that there's a story that's going to be told, and the game is never sold. I'm out. Put a light in me.
So
what comes in the dark.
What y'all thought about that? What y'all thought about what he see?
Y'all, let me make this video real quick.
Of Roland Martin in her house, in her bedroom. That's who you need to sit. We're going to talk about that on Monday. Okay, we'll unwind it just a little bit more on Monday.
Has Roland Martin in a compromising position with a woman who is not his wife? It's saying
shout out to this brother.
He's been extorted. The grounds of that extortion stem from some video footage. Tasha says she reached out to Roland Martin's team around midnight.
Yeah.
They did not deny the existence of the tape. Yeah. They threatened to sue anybody who would show the tape or show pictures of the tape. Or seems to me like you should be going after the person that's so-called extorting you instead of putting out threats to anybody that covers that you're being extorted.
Cover? Oh, wait, hold up now. Hold up. I want my little YouTube channel to get in trouble. Oh, last one.
Now we're hearing that Roland has a sexual addiction. Is that he's going to go the way of Kirk Franklin? Addicted to porn. I'm not here to smear Roland Martin. He did the smearing for me. What I'm here to do is say, when a shoe is on the other foot, how does Roland conduct himself? Roland, when there's someone else, how do you behave? Horrible. Not a man of integrity, not a man that has dirt on his own front door steps, but as a man who's saintly even, above it all.
Love that, brother. So tell me what y'all think. I'll play some more videos tomorrow, but I just wanted to address this now before the emails start coming. Hi, honey. Come here, come here. With what? Okay. Should I tell the cousin? No, I'm not telling them. I am not telling them that you had an accident. I'm not telling them nothing. Okay, because I have to go. I love you. Let me know what you think about this. I'm going to take a nap. You see my eyes? I'm sleepy. And tennis is canceled tonight. Jesus, praise the wonderful name of white Jesus. Hashtag white Jesus. I have to go. Bye, guys. Love you. Be sure to subscribe. That was our profile begins in September. If you want to take it, please sign up. The link is below. Thank you. Bye.